Roy tempting Faze, seeing ahead, getting blamed, following suit with a double up. Now turning back towards that underpass, does not get much more than the kills, but niko has his line. Holds those trades, brings 3 players alive into the next round for Fnatic. 2-6 and Glaive. So many majors between those two. niko, however, try to put some of his own talent on the board. No majors on his part, but still appearances, and of course here in the Elisa Masters could still be the trophy winner. Fnatic keep this up. 3. Keep your eyes on him and how he'll adjust, but Roy is the man to take the forward face, get the kill against blameF, start things off, fall back.
This is looking very positive from Fnatic. Look at how many times Roy's charged out a connector up towards top mid, looking for a fight. Pepsor is going to get baited with an early incendiary, but it's Fnatic again to respond with an opening man advantage.
But Roy and Pepsor hold their nerve as niko gets the kill on towards Mistar.
And now for Pepsor, has to put the smoke down, try and get some cover. Out towards the B-pop it comes.
Smoking, a little bit late to the marker though. They're going to make their way forward. Famar still gets a kill. Roy follows suit, does get picked up by Christo. So now the 1-on-4 for him as the bomb goes down.
That gives him a chance of buying in the next round. Try and get another rifle round forward. Christo to do his best to isolate the individuals. Player out towards a short control already.
Eyes on, looking for a second pick. An idea of where that player might end up being. Spotted, however, by Mezzi's part. Puts him away in an instant. Headshot gained by the M4, and it is 4 for Fnatic.
Well, if you're familiar with the last best of 3, we saw a lot of early starts.
Connecting Fasha barely away from the Molotov here at Dark. Gets his kill and doubles up for it. Escape scene amongst the fire. Now trying to hunt for blameF next, who does get a trade back, but it's a 4-on-2 for Fnatic here. niko smoke ahead of him at the ticket booth. 3 smokes on towards the site itself. They try to get the bomb down here. Christo leads the charge, does find a pick, that's all important.
And Roy's going to try and do exactly the same. Bomb could get denied, but no, blameF's there for the security.
It's a massive frag for him. 2-on-2 now being found by Astralis, Pepsor and Mezzi. Catching a headshot in from Ticket, still as the smoke starts to clear. The headshot is found, and blameF now on for the quadra. Smokes in towards the side, going to try to cover him off as the bomb now gets tapped and stuck by Mezzi. blameF will not go for the swing, being challenged by Pepsor. Kept away, burst fire, kill comes through, but Mezzi held the whole defuse. Didn't away from connector. AWP is watching the entryway, so if he re-peeks it, he might go down. Flash to support the position. Take back control and look towards the underpass entrance.
Roy has to try and catch a timing, and there it is. Glaive to drop. Can he find any more? In fact, he multi-frags. Looking in for 3 and dropping the bomb.
Maybe Christo next up. Flashbang ahead of it. He takes that shot. Roy going to dip in aggressive for it. Not quite get the quadra, but get halfway there. Oh, Christo switches to the AK and now gets niko. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Fnatic.
And try and put some pressure back down towards that connector stance. I don't know what's going on. Pepsor to peek out from short.
Suddenly Mistar's all alone. Bomb in the open. Trying to take a flight back towards jungle. But 20 seconds remaining for him. Fnatic have the crossfire locked. They know exactly where he is now with the footsteps heard. Pepsor swings, gets his kill. Fast indeed from Fasher as well. Out towards ramp. Glaive going to give up the fight. That's a kill. AWP also spotted by Roy. The crossfire that they're unexpecting for Astralis running into the meat grinder. Trying to stall for time at this stage. Incendiary thrown down. And there's his first death of the game. Mistar, however, revealing positions alongside zipEdge. That bomb backed up. 40 seconds. And they're stalled.
And the only way they win this round is if they keep baiting mistakes. Zip and Mistar to play off one another. They're hoping to keep driving Fnatic forward. Can you bait them to get hungry?
The problem is they're not. They're backed up on the sites, playing defensive, knowing that they just have to lock it down and they'll win the round. Maybe the B site would be the most exposed position, but the Sharks are not leaning there, having seen some resistance in mid, thinking there might be a rotation involved. Counteracted by Fnatic in the end, and now 13 seconds to go for the execution. Mistar flashing in ahead of jungle. zipEdge's going to drop in towards Dark, dealt with by Roy. Fasher follows suit with the crossfire. And in the still they creep, still they're slow, still they look for mid-control, which Roy is going to take back from blameF. Christo, however, his AWP pick in, and smokes down to give Glaive cover.
And Mezzi's got a lot of info to work with now, knowing that there's presence towards mid, knowing that the bomb is up there too from Christo. Even a slight reposition from Pepsor. They've got to start sending players back over to A.
Incendiary's on. What an adjustment for Fasher. Back to a 3-on-3 will go. Looking up towards Tetris, looking for a headshot. Spray's a little bit awkward, so he tanks a lot of damage. Right now need that backup to come in Pepsor and Mezzi.
Pepsor loses the fight onto Glaive, and now the things are getting set up in favor for Astralis.
Yeah, Mezzi suppressed back here towards connector. Leaning in as Fasher tries to get out towards the site, but Christo lands the frag. Low HP against him. Glaive gives up the first kill in the 1-on-3. Mezzi needs 2 more, but he doesn't have the info where zipEdge and Christo are. Smoke to buy some cover to the cross. A little bit deep though, still got an angle that they can use.
He's hoping for a reface. He's hoping that they get aggressive, and there should be no way back here. Mezzi just looking for an exit frag.
Christo will cut him down. He backed up alongside zipx and Glaive.
Unorthodox set up towards B2 and even the orb strikes.
Smoke on to suppress them as well. Incendiary ahead of it. Nades also down towards the center of mass. That'll be pretty chunky onto Blame and Glaive. None awares of the player that's also sitting back towards ramp. Might still get flanked in by Fasher here.
You can see the way that Roy's even repositioning, getting out towards CT spawn from market. He might actually read this from Blame F.
30 seconds to make that move now. Astralis losing players and losing time. Pepzor and niko get those kills. There's 2 left on the T side. Blame F and Mistar leaning forward as Mistar falls and Blame's in a 1-on-5. Might even get any damage here for Astralis. They do get a little bit, but no player falls on Fnatic.
3 months of Mirage, they're up to 10, it could be more.
Ops up close. Ready in the mid stance. niko looks for a swing, does not quite get a shot. Pepzor, meanwhile, going to lead a charge out towards the apartment. zipx unawares of it. niko gets his kill, but zipx gets 2 to return. B-site under siege, and Roy in the corner, now going to hold his lonesome. Flash against him, still gets a kill. Looks up towards that for a bit more, but Christo and Mistar get 2 on the turn. And Fasher is now alone in from market. Flashed off, AWP pick for Christo, lands him. On to less than half. Burst through against the pistol players. Damage is being done across the board for Astralis. Fasher's backstab though. SMG bursting through. Roy's going to go down. He needs to get that backstab in relatively soon. Fasher engaging against 1 and 2. Looking for the burst through as Messi gets 1. And Fasher ends with a triple. Mows down everyone from Astralis. It's now a 1-man in the clutch scenario.
The side of the short smoke, and there's just so many players on B.
Just when Astralis had all the confidence in the world, Fnatic find the counterplay. They sneak 1 in behind them. A gap in the fence of the T-side line. The bomb in the crossfire. Got to challenge the B-side. Gets that first kill, that's decent. Second one needs to come through, and it's not going to happen. HP advantage 2 staunch from Mezzi.
Blame F just jiggling down towards the top of connector. In there with the assistance of the scout striking off.
Roy falling for it. Fasher and Pepzor will be the first 2 players. That was a bit more advanced here from the M4. But they do overlook it anyway. Kills found against 2. niko trades it back. That's a 3-for-1 that favours Astralis quite heavily here. Glaive now waiting on players to rotate to the market control. The SMG still looking for a close-range fight, and that's what he'll get. Bomb dropped. Mezzi alone. Now seen, and will look to fall soon here.
Glaive, what a perfect bait, and what I...
Mezzi as a Molotov, he could post that up into connector control. Glaive still hunting for a headshot. Finds his man, or does he? Mezzi flicks to the head. Advantage Fnatic now. And now Molotov's in, flashes over, dive in for Pepzor, caught off by zipx, who can't quite hold on to Roy. The flash supports in to keep him blind. Mezzi finds Blame F in mid. Meanwhile, Fnatic up by 2 players, B-site gained, and well, Astralis are out of there.
And what I actually really like of what Mezzi's trying to bring when it comes to the creativity on T-side is lurking before the bomb goes down. Think about how many of these site hits we've always seen someone in connector, or someone in window, or someone flanking in palace. It comes down to Fnatic having a lot of reassurance that that site's going to get taken, and they can set themselves up for those late kills.
As zipx got 2, maybe it could have been a different story. As it stands, it's 13-9 now for Fnatic. Only 3 more to go before they have this map, and Astralis will lose another Mirage here in the Masters event. CT comeback with a patch of eye. Mistar tagged a little bit. Be nice if Glaive can grab the rifle that Blame F had dropped. Assuming he had one. AK in for Roy, however. Caught by a quick stack in. Crossfire for Fnatic leads to a 4-on-4.
And now it could be quick. In with the dive. That AWP's being posted out towards the stairs.
Orbs ringing out for niko. Smoked off here at Palace. The M4 still watching the ramp take. Burst through against Mezzi. Will do some damage. Count nades will come back. Meanwhile, Pepzor taps his way into victory in mid. Christo and Mistar down. Glaive now isolated back of the stairs. Should be detected. Should be found here. There's the triple. The quadra maybe even for Pepzor. Either way, for zipx, it's a 1-on-4, a quadra that he needs to win to try and hold presence and survival for Astralis here. Smokes in against him, the bomb is down.
And what a performance in map number 1 from Fnatic. And it all drives down, Jay. It all drills from that first half, and just how much of a lead they got themselves with an 11-4. Zip, been involved with so many of these nice comeback rounds, but this is not going to be it. 60. Looking to try and make it even further. Stardang out of the gate, very quick, into the B-pop.
Julie's going to get back around harder cover. on the corner. He takes a fight back against two players, but missing the majority of his bullets until they line up for him. Fasher still comes up good with two trades. A 3-on-3 as they have the B sites.
Look at Nikodos. He's still out here towards T-spawn. Should be able to catch off the first.
And they're not aware of it. Glaive does get caught tagged up, 22 HP, scraping back towards that short control, but Christo inbound from T-spawn gets Nikodos. Now Fasher's low, and Mezzi might have to hold the clutch here. Needs to, picks at the very least back in towards Monster, is overwhelmed, gets that first headshot, barely even a second. Playmef takes him back, and it's all onto Fasher. Glaive, close range, up at short, playing distractions. Blame gets the kill, and the need to make a move soon.
The flash comes through, and there it is. Finally missed us to drop, but they've got to be able to counteract it. The bomb is shifting outside of Monster, which is telling us it's going to be a B hit.
Upgrade Galil to AK, jump at a 5-7 scene, at least one, perhaps two, maybe all three now. Stacks might be incoming, utility thrown over, 5-7 engagement does not go well for him. Pepzor wins the fight. The Deagle is Zipbex unable to connect it as Pepzor forces forward the triple, and the bomb will go down to the B site again. Good effort for Astralis, but advantage was always with Fnatic.
And we saw Overpass being played quite a bit in best of one. Surprised that teams even allowed it to come through in a veto. They had a 16-11 against the Bulgarians of 500 and a 16-7 against Astralis. One of the highest picked map in the pool when it comes to best of three, 6 times in the last 3 months being picked. Now make it a 7th. Pepzor, a recovery man of that round, because that was kind of awkward.
Made it happen with his 3K. You're right about it being awkward. Astralis' aggression in towards the short control and the constant information spots out towards the connector position obviously led to a lot of success. Roy will find Christo to kick things off. Bit of an eco basis around the M4. It's still going to be challenging back here over towards the water position. Zipex does find one alongside Blamef's kill, but Glaive goes dropping and Zipex is known and dead to rights on Fnatic's part, making it look...
AWP on the other side.
Blame again, caught looking the wrong way, allowing the T-side players to make their move up. He sprays down one, gets a ton of damage on the second, but Mezzi ends up with the kill at the end of the day. So 4-on-3 for Fnatic again. The AWP also missing out a side post.
And Christo's got to try and retreat, get that smoke down for some more cover, try and get a help out from a teammate rotating up.
Looking for mid, top of dice, shoulders not quite spotted out, the flashbangs and utility being thrown over, he evades them. And there's the rotation indeed with that late lurk from Pepzor. Mistar's the only player to defend it.
He could still win this. He could multi-frag and try and drop the bomb.
20 seconds though, got to line them up. Gets away, does not look to challenge that short presence. Second CT now arising. Glaive will look to challenge it, certainly. Christo, Zorb also strikes. Pepzor with one to return, 2-on-2, 10 seconds. They need to get that bomb back real quick. The AWP watching in the M4, lets him escape. The plant will come down. And Astralis are on for the retake here.
Pepzor putting more of that damage up towards a heaven control.
Oh, a shoulder being spotted by Christo though, a small pixel gap. Found at the edge of the pillar, and now the last man will fall towards Glaive, who creeps around Nikodos, not looking the right way at the T-side. Force Pepzor forward, isolate that kill, that's successful.
And now they just get cancelled in with that incendiary, even the resmoke off to Monster.
Zipex captures Mezzi before the smoke, Bloom's Fasher just find the trade back through the smoke, the SMG unknown, the bomb gets dropped for it. Astralis now up by 2 players, Fnatic down on the advantage and down on the timer, 12 seconds to get the retake and get back on the site. Not going to happen for them. They're going to back off and save the AWP and the AK.
And it just feels here for Fnatic, they're not baiting enough nades off of the B-site players of Astralis. We're not seeing a double pump, we're not seeing a walkout Monster out towards short pipe. Mister not quite extended.
Does not have the info yet.
A resmoke off towards Monster to come through from Christo, help out the B-site players. Now, you've got Pepzor just out here waiting for a reaction, trying to see if the CTs will get aggressive towards short sandbags at all. A boost up for the AWP to look into A.
Catching one for it, wins the AWP battle. Christo to fall, reface in, the flashes to counteract though, keeping them blinded, making sure the Glaive is protected. Blame and Mistar go back and forth out towards the short control, getting Pepzor to a 3-on-3.
And look at the bomb though, Fasher's outside of B, so this is just going to be an A fake with him ending up at the B side.
Smokes inbound, they've still got that player on short control though. The rotation's got to get cut off by Roy, or will he get the pick of his own right? Looks for the headshot, sees his man. Both sides miss out their bullets as Fasher slow creeps in. Zipex gets the kill. Roy gets the trade back onto Mistar, and now they'll put the bomb down.
They get it out safe, don't try and plant out towards a heaven control at all. Rotate coming in quickly from Zip.
M4 spots him, does not quite connect the shot, so Fasher's going to get back to a different position. Meanwhile, Glaive inbound from Con. Mentioned those rotations in from Astralis. Fasher backed up, HG's being sent to support.
And Roy just has to not overpeak here, play the time. Glaive coming through from the short sandbags.
Knows what's going on. Check position, Roy loses the fight. Now they can hold down the defuse because Fasher has not got an angle. Tap up one, look for the second, and Glaive gives up the fight.
Glaive is being boosted up to look down towards that short pipe. You've got both Roy and Nikodos to try and siphon off some map control towards T-Con. Astralis have got a very heavy buddy system in both Con and out at B.
M4 leaning forward for Glaive. trying to spot them. MIBR comes up with the AK meanwhile. Nice Vox stickers on there as well, by the way. Roy Deagle trying to spot the one in con, missed him out though. Leans back in towards this bathroom's control, seeing where Glaive is, tap once. Does not catch the man.
It's all distraction. Roy knows that he can't continue facing. And while that's happening, Fasha's walking out B.
Zipex has caught the first kill onto Roy. Bomb on the back of Pepzor as well, trying to get towards the side. Fasha's leaning all the way around towards water. Caught off towards heaven though. Glaive catches Pepzor. Bomb getting picked back up by Fasha, but he's not focusing upon the main threat here in this round. A boost up now for Zipex. We're going to become a new threat for this retake. 5 on 3, but Fasha catches him.
Knows there's another player out towards that short control. Going to get it out towards default, not just fake it.
BlameF about to swing, but Mezzi has him covered. Second player seen, he's seen the foot as well. Knows that MIBR is behind those sandbags, leaving up standing, and he's going to wait for him to peek.
It's all about a matter of timing and getting that assistance from Mezzi with the other AK.
Meanwhile, CT is in from water. MIBR will drop. Perfect patience from Fasha. Christo's orb comes up. Spray back from Glaive. Comes up good. Nikodos now left to clutch it of his own right. 1 on 2. Caught by Christo on the other side of the site. Astralis reclaim the lead.
Pace out towards short water.
Damage on towards several players. Nades. An AKA combination trying to spray through the wall bangs. Fasha catches MIBR off guard. Christo's orb can strike back, but close range blinded. Tech9 comes up. Nikodos gets his deagle shot. Zipex in the back of the site at Toxic. Drops that bomb. Gets a 2K. Reduces it to a triple. And BlameF provides support. Decent damage done by Fnatic there, but seen initial contact. Very passive on the defaults.
Now Glaive getting boosted up to look straight towards connector, knowing that Fasha's always deep. Fnatic just trying to work that map presence, even smoke down now that the HE's blown the door open, allow themselves more control.
Meanwhile, Zipex receiving fire. Glaive does get tagged up on his exchange. Zipex does nothing to return though. Got close, but no cigar.
And knowing that Roy has got to try and create some space out here towards the top of connector, Pepzor's retaking short water.
Christo's orb. Ready to receive, fire back from Party, adjustment towards Roy does damage. Christo is forced off angle into the clutches of one more T-side player. Pepzor combines with Roy's Molotov and gets that kill in the end.
Now BlameF's hearing these footsteps coming in quickly from Banana, but he's got to try and tail him.
Might also get sandwiched by Nikodos as Pepzor does fall back to the trade. They're on the bomb site. Glaive holds his nerve back and truck, gets 1, not quite 2. Fasha should get the plant in, but still got that player in the bathrooms. Not quite able to see what it's going down for, and Fasha should get caught in the end.
And now Nikodos has got to go. He's got to start wrapping in.
Roy deep in a bank, dealt with by MIBR, and Nikodos dealt with by BlameF. One player's going to challenge him and lose it.
And Mezzi gone immediately, and knowing that no one's even there to try and trade off, Roy out from the bathrooms does catch BlameF eventually.
4 on 4, HP pretty similar across the board. Christo down to 52, Roy down to 42.
Astralis are getting aggressive towards Long and Monster.
They'll press forward towards that monster position. MIBR will lead the charge. 2 players might be about to face him here. Do Fnatic get complacent? They might just do. Charging forward, Zipex. Here's the footsteps, knows that it's slowed down. Fights on one, Fasha still wins it. Meanwhile, MIBR comes up against Pepzor, gets out of the way, back to the bomb site.
And got to go in quick. MIBR's got to try and slow this down.
Smoke down, provides some cover, but still sees Fasha. Spray back from Nikodos, knows exactly where he is. Bomb right at his feet, should pick it up. Should get it down to the site. That AWP in heaven, though, he's watching.
Now Christo's hoping for an opportunity. Notice the way they don't get the bomb down immediately. They wait for the heaven smoke.
Blind past the smoke, hope for a decent shot. Flashbang back in for Christo, trying to go for some sort of wall bang, some sort of lucky shot against the bomb planter. Nikodos, aware that he might be opened up towards Glaive's position, but opened up towards Graffiti. It's either one of those entry positions. Glaive comes up, caught by Roy. Christo now alone, looking towards sight. Wrapping over with that AWP, and he's 2 good bullets, 2 good shots. Unawares of where the second player is. Does catch Roy in the end. Nikodos up close. The AK can win the spray. Fnatic break the streak and find 5.
And there's that dynamic duo. The Danes over from Copenhagen Flames. Incredibly silent in this round from Fnatic. Slowly getting more map control forward out towards the front side of the bathrooms. Even the M4 being forced in the open.
Nikodos catches Glaive to kick things off. Blame tries to even get a trade back. Low HP against his position though. The trade should be easy enough for the T-side line. In fact, they peek together and Nikodos lands the shot. Pistols all that remain here for the City side. Fnatic looking towards the edge side.
They're just all about the charge now. Plenty of time still to get themselves forward. Astralis, the best that they can hope for is to try and get back out towards connector and see if you can get that M4 picked up again.
And Christo and Zipex will fall. MIBR all alone. Smokes down. Sight gain. Bomb will get planted. I think they also picked up that M4 as well on Fasha. USP also with the Zeus. We've seen 1 Zeus kill today, Dwayne. Something tells me we won't see another.
Probably not. Astralis, the last time that they were in a grand final on LAN was back in June this year, the Pinnacle Cup Championship, where it was the derby of an 0-2 loss against Heroic. Now to get into that position, they've got to come back on Fnatic's map pick of Overpass, send it to a third of Inferno to get into that stance again.
He's 6 to the board of Fnatic for now, so even though they hold a lead on this map up, it's not the most confident thing in the world. Mistar caught off guard. Galil in his hands, dead to the hands of Pepzor. And that is that 6th locked in for the Fnatic side. Trying to look on towards the one player at T-Con, but gets no damage.
You can see a little bit of a prod coming through from Zip, perhaps outside of B2, that monster angle. They just know with this sort of buy, they've got to be on the front foot. Glaive getting boosted up, catches off Pepzor, goner.
BlameF also finds Roy, it's a 5-on-3. Astralis might be broken. They're not dead yet.
And now things have to slow down for Fnatic. Get themselves in a position that they can start work in the mid-round. And Fasha's hoping for a slight overpeak and maybe another one of those jump-ups to come through from the boost control just to get a return frag.
HE also sent to his position. Damage done to Glaive in a slight amount, 68 HP. The T's continue their campaign in short.
It's about these entries to end up on B. Ooh, Nikodos with the AWP again.
He's hitting some real good shots. If he brings us back again, Fnatic can give him potential MVP medals because BlameF is falling towards Fasha. 3-on-3, the entry, the follow-up. The bomb's on its way towards the B side. 2 CTs to receive it.
Zip might be able to deny the bomb, though. Think about the idea of the range with that MP9 out there towards the monster wall.
Meanwhile, the Deagle behind Pella. Mistar's going to wait for them to make their way close enough on the short control. Nikodos can't play entries. Flashes go over. Molotov sent towards the toxic barrels. Will they check this corner? Yes, they will. Dive in. The Fasher does go down. Mezzi with a trade back. Deagle spam. Mezzi gets him anyway. And Christo is all alone with a scout in hand against the AWP first. Nikodos puts him out of commission. And it's 8-7 for Fnatic to need a pistol to bolster themselves for my money. Already Nikodos is inbound for contact, seeing so many bullets flying, and they'll make an aggressive play in from mid and long.
And now it comes down to how quickly Nikodos can reposition. They've got to play it retake heavy.
Towards short, he sees nothing. Pepzor smoked off towards the heaven position, and Nikodos is going to wait for someone to wrap that corner. Got backup inbound as well. Bomb could be denied here. Boost meanwhile coming in towards heaven control for the T's. 5-on-5, unscathed for the retake.
I like this from BlameF. Try and take that contact immediately as soon as that smoke starts to clear.
He'll clear up now. Pepzor still gets his kill back, and Mezzi is hiding in the corner for BlameF. Mistar gets one back of Graffiti, gets back up as well. Nikodos engages Glaive. Mistar gets one to return. 3-on-2 still for Fnatic, and Zipex takes the high ground advantage. The bomb plant is open for him. They'll tap it. Need to get on that defuse pretty soon here. It's actually back at default, excuse me. Swing forward. No! Zipex does catch the headshot. Roy, a return frag. Zipex still watching. Headshots to gain, and one player plays covering fire. Body blocking. Headshot still not found by Zipex. And Roy will claim the pistol for Fnatic.
And it's the right guy in this one round here. You've got to shut down the early momentum. You've got to answer back. And Mezzi out towards long.
From Arsene, spray through. Mezzi and Nikodos get their 2 kills. BlameF also tagged low and dead to the hands of the M4 the same. Zipex and Glaive, last 2 players remaining, wondering how they got ripped apart so easily and might still get ripped apart from here.
Zip's hoping for that response, even from Mezzi's point of view. Out to the right-hand side, Glaive's going to fall and Zip only gets 1. What an perfect farm time.
Smokes in, SMG, health of Pepzor. Flashbang over, still mows down, damage not quite kills. SMG will swing for Fasha, does get one more blinded up here from Arsway from Mezzi, drops the bomb carrier, doubles up, makes it a triple with Fasha support, and Mistar is all alone.
And while it was strong utility and there was an early entry, there was no more after that fact, nothing that they could break that crossfire apart. The 2 players, the rifle and the MP9, just play off one another. And now Mistar, while he's been performing better in this second map than he did on the first, they need more out of him and more out of Astralis.
Firing on that Glock, Roy will get the kill. It's 11-7.
AWP does not find the first.
Takes the second face though and does land on Glaive. It's a good pickup. Meanwhile, Roy swings and gets Christo to follow suit. 5-on-3 for Fnatic, and no damage taken back in return.
And that shows confidence, not just playing the percentage Counter-Strike. You win the first pick and there's a re-extension. Roy's looking for more.
Zipex walking forward. One player at Toxic. Not been seen. Now he has been. Headshot gained at the spray awkward. Flashbang against Zipex though. Mistar follows suit. Mezzi with 2 to return. Trying to make it a triple and almost does. But BlameF needs to clutch a 1-on-2 from here.
And we've seen some mad clutches from him already in the tournament. Just think back to Mirage. 1v2 on low HP.
Smoke rolled his way as well. We can try and smoke up the short or heaven control. He will go towards short. Plant down, pretty open just behind default.
Needs to try and win this duel onto the AWP. Backstabbing Monster.
Roy coming in with that AK, the AWP creeping closer at Graffiti. blameF will have his back turned towards one CT. The question is who? Not towards the Monster position, saw that shadow. Counter flashback to stall him. Look towards nykytilan. Now has seen the shoulder bait, the spray goes awkward. nykytilan now makes a bit of progress up. And Roy closes in the pincers, but Blame still wins that fight. One-on-one now. Roy inbound. AK looking for the headshot, and he gains it with the tap. Oh my!
Get one kill.
Headshot not quite found. Nade stack set pretty well to do damage, but blameF comes up with the opening. Cristo, most tradable player as they stack their way back in from Con out towards underpass, considering that there might be some sort of hit towards the A site. I think they've got some information back at the Toxic player. Zipex watching onto that short rotation, might catch a player or two, maybe even all three perhaps. Spray down 1 second. Mezzi does get the trade back, and Pepzor falls the same.
Glaive just maintain that position. Last thing you want to do is give over a free rifle. Allow yourself to keep the eyes locked. Make there no way that Mezzi can get over to that. Blame on the other side. Does take a lot of damage. But it's going to be Glaive to come out for Monster to seal off the deal. 11-11 now.
Low HP across the board for Astralis. Could have damn well conceded a couple more picks back. Not to be on this occasion for us today.
nykytilan might be able to catch off this first player. Zip goes very aggressive into short water. Escapes the timing, but Mezzi sees him on the jump.
Good kill, good start. Boosted up for the quick pick and an advantage now for Fnatic. But seeing nothing else. They brought the entire CT force towards the B side. Astralis charging up towards long. They'll get a free bomb plant here.
Well, they'll be able to rotate over pretty quickly because they've cleared out all of short water. So Pepzor could be the first man to at least take the charge from either bank or dumpster.
Astralis not quite kicking off on this case. M4 turning away, passing a smoke back to a teammate and holding in at the corner. Face in from Glaive. Picked up on the first, the second, and Roy holds the crossfire. Fnatic may have allowed Astralis to equalise, but they'll go no further than this. A 1-on-5 for Cristo. He's got to save.
And I love that coming through from Fnatic with the call. The idea that they stack up towards Monster, they stack up towards a boost position. It allows Mezzi to get that first kill. And then what ends up happening is Roy starts leaning forward out of connector into short water. They see nothing. You rotate Pepzor up towards the A side, but you don't play defensive. You don't just be on the back foot. Instead, he gets up to Dumpster, gets in towards that pizza angle, and that's when he can establish the crossfire between him and the likes of Roy. Cristo just trying to save the AWP.
It's a decent exit on nykytilan at least. Fnatic also money in a bit of an awkward spot, so it's best for them to hold on to their rifles. So Astralis can be pretty confident in the fact that there will be no hunt. Bomb on the A site, Cristo all the way back at spawn. Nothing seen towards long, so they should be aware of the fact that he's just not going to challenge him. Fnatic just hold on to the lead. Astralis, however, still coming in from the back lines. Still so close to catching up. Count Smoke back in the bathroom. He's going to try to funnel them in towards this mid-control. And Roy at Divider goes for a peek. Spots one, forces them back. No, they aren't that aggressive, so they can stall for time.
And it spots the bomb too. They know exactly what's going on. Flashed out again. This time he loses it.
A little bit too hungry for Roy for me. Cristo picks him up. nykytilan now be left alone there. Now backed up by Mezzi coming in from the site itself. He's also looking to prod forward. The AK at blameF right around the corner. nykytilan finds him. Rotations inbound, but Pepzor is going to let them all cross. He could have cut rotations back. We'll start the swing. We'll catch off the info. And now arrests on Fasher. 14 seconds. Gets picked up by Mistar's adjustment. And Astralis have the man advantage and the B sites.
And Messi's got to try and deal with these players right in front of him. Misters low.
Sprays back in the wall bang. Zipex catches the kill. Glaive follows it up. And nykytilan is left to lick his wounds and run for the hills. Hold on to his one rifle. Fnatic, still nothing in the savings. Lost bonus, will be knocked back by their earlier round win. I don't know if they'll buy here, Blake.
And the money's very awkward. And I think Pepzor's probably kicking himself a little bit in that round because he thinks if I let them run, I might not get dropped. Because you could see Astralis, they were rounding that corner, they were looking back towards connector. So if he fights, he might go down there. He thinks, okay, if I let them run out, it will set up Fasher towards the bomb side, but instead, they're just not able to recover things. Moving more aggressively in the bathrooms.
nykytilan leaning in, Cristo out. Trying to spot Trying to see someone here, the CT side. They are making progress in mid, but not to his particular position. You know, that AK also set him with a swing for nykytilan. He's done one better. Bomb being dropped, orb taken out. Mr. spraying back here. Flashbang sent over, should be turned away by Fasha. In this corner, is he detected? No, he's not. He's tapped up with the USP. Fnatic, again, from the brink of death. They're clawing this round back.
And look at the time. Astralis have to start acting. They're going to have to start moving into A.
And someone's got to go back for the bomb. That's going to waste even more precious seconds. Now 17, before the bomb can make its progress up towards the A side. blameF does find nykytilan, take the AK out. It's down to the Deagle, the USP on the site, backline held, smokes in, zipx, try plant in the middle of it. Will they go for a denial? No, they won't. They'll go for the retake.
Set it up with pepzor. blameF is still repositioning out towards long.
Mezzi and pepzor, the guys to watch out for. The hand cannons in this one, moving in. blameF, the AK, set on the fashion position, jump face, gets the info out at APC. That's one player known. Second one, lesser so, and he's the impactful man with blameF to close it, starting this round. You had to find that 30 bomb. And Fnatic can benefit from that. Look at the buy for Astralis.
And blameF's worked so hard in this second half. He's given them so many chances to bring this back. It would be heartbreak if he doesn't completely deliver to a third map. At least he's got the AK. He's got the one of them.
Watching. Boosted up for Glaive. The Tech 9 leans in. zipx. Hoping for a jump face. Hoping Fnatic makes some sort of slight mistake hunting for information, but they're just not biting here. They know they're at the advantage. They know Astralis are broken. And they know that they could win the map off the back of this round.
And this is a very cautious and deep setup coming through from Fnatic. For Astralis, get a smoke up towards heaven and a perfect flashbang. They're going to have to commit.
pepzor and Fasha set to hold the line. Flashes in against them. Fasha does find one. The AK spray back, not quite as successful, but Fasha makes it a double. blameF trades it. Smokes in from pepzor's line. Covers off one entry angle. He's looking towards the center of the site as Mezzi comes in with support. Glaive is down. One Mac 10 in this round, still trying to work his way forward. A decent trade for Blame, but now is the only man that remains to clutch it with an ace here. He's had 1-1v3 already on the B side, but 20 seconds with no bomb in his control, and nykytilan not letting him concede. Smokes in initially. Roy with a HE, not doing much damage at the early contact. Astralis needs some major miracles, and not just one.
Cristo trying to back up Glaive. Walking forward, they don't have the util to use a massive amount of it. Roy on the off angle again. nykytilan's looking over towards long with the orb.
Posted. Ready for the first contact. Does make his way back away with mid being covered off by Roy in the corner. Sprays one, Cristo down. Orb can't provide support, but Roy still gets a double in. Nades and HE sent back with a smokes in, but zipx comes in from long, catches a 3-on-3, and the bomb site is now Astralis's.
And Mezzi might try and deny, at least pull up the distraction. There's a backstab from pepzor.
Quick in, bomb plant does go down before he can get there to deny it, so it will be a retake. Spams up through the wall bang, doing damage to Mezzi. pepzor, however, still sneaks forward. Blame is considering something out of here with the Galil, but his back is turned. Perfect chance for the M4 to strike. 2 more to go for Fnatic. Astralis still giving it their best shot. Glaive's Tech 9 up close. zipx's AWP finds pepzor. It's Mezzi alone. Low HP to clutch this. 1-on-2. Astralis, an important steal round for them to take us to round 30. And Mezzi's on the side, desperate to find something. But zipx. Precipice of overtime for Astralis, and a survival map for overtime as well. blameF. Inbound, looking for Fasha first. Back is turned towards the man, back of Graffiti. They're going to concede that B site. Fnatic need to go for this retake.
Oh, even Mr. Mac 10 up close, gets that first.
Second man also inbound. He knows it. Bursts through with the M4s, desperate to try catch him, and doesn't quite do so. Roy with a trade.
Comes out quickly towards that short water control. There's a player towards Monster of Cristo.
Charging straight in from that short position. The flash is over from Mezzi, going to call him off for a moment as he's smoked off. Can't provide support from that position. Three smokes on from the T side, suppressing that short entrance. Molotovs come back. Glaive gets a kill. Fasher with a Deagle. 3-on-3. And Glaive knows he's got HP to work with against the T side. nykytilan tapping on. Bursts through the AKs. Trying to get involved towards Graffiti, trying to look for one of these picks. Fasha does get one, but Glaive holds his own. Fasha picked up by the IGL, and Roy's all alone. USP pulled out. He knows that Glaive is low. He swings around that corner, but can't get the kill. And once default setting for both sides.
Mezzi might get caught off guard. This is 2 on a dry swing out to connector.
Lineup not there. Blame gets the kill. Roy able to respond back, looking in for more in mid, gets caught off by Glaive again. Stepping up on these last couple of rounds, but Pepsor has something to say. Mistar falls 3-on-3.
Now, Nikodos has still been undetected here in the bathrooms. He's going to be able to retreat while BlameF sits in con. Now, while that's happening, there's a bit of a long take coming through. Astralis have got so many options with the time remaining.
Minute on the clock. M4 for Pepsor holds his nerves. Zipex leaning forward, smokes down, coming in towards Monster, suppressing that bomb carrier's position. Zipex want to make his way ahead of it. Caught off by Pepsor. Important frag. Follow-ups there as well. I can tap 2, BlameF. And Glaive now in his own clutch.
Oh, mate, the youngster, the stand-in from Pepsor. That's not an easy angle. That's not an easy adjustment, but he makes it look easy. Putting nothing.
He's prodding forward in short, leaning into short pipe, sees one. No damage done minimally. Fasher taking some of his own right. Pepsor looking for contact in at Monster. You saw how good he was with an AK. He can go better.
He can just put that incendiary down as soon as he gets the util contact. 3 on B, rotate the likes of Mezzi back up towards the A side. Pepsor getting more nades from a teammate.
Spotted one. See the second man as well, bursting through, trying to get that headshot. Fasher's spray goes a bit better for Zipex. Pepsor uncontested, gets only 1 kill. The spray up was not quite there, but Roy's double still holds the advantage for Fnatic. BlameF. Another clutch for him to win. Found his 30 bomb in the end. Unknown to the CT side, gets that first. Knows that Roy is on short control. Needs to isolate him, needs to force him out. But Nikodos comes in with AWP support. Own CT side to make it up. They set up towards monster control.
Look at Roy. He's aggressed really far forward, out here towards Park and Playground. This means that they can play 3 very defensive players on B.
Pepsor will hold his defense for it as well. Execution attempted. Glaive with 1 trade, but BlameF falls back in turn. Pepsor continues tapping. You just can't stop him. Because Nikodos' AWP will close out the last 2. And it's a flawless half for Fnatic. Fnatic have caught Zipex. He burns alive to Pepsor. That's a bit disconcerting. That's 1 man down for the CT side, and Glaive gets caught next. This could be the closing moment. Full send into B. Mistar's blind, and Mistar's dead. Blame and Christo 2v5. I think Astralis' time is up.
The entries just so rock solid, and even the post-blinding position from Pepsor, he can cut the rotate.
Open AK, up against it. Pepsor closes. 4K for him in this round. How appropriate it would be to get the ace. This young gun standing in, but standing up for Fnatic. Now on for 1 more. BlameF, seen, baited. AK now with support, and he lands it! Of course he does! Fnatic 2-0 over